In this video, we're talking about attracting wealth and abundance. So if you're new to this channel and if it's your first time to meet me on this video, from this video, my name is Israel. And I want you to subscribe if you want to see more of videos of this kind. Subscribe at the bottom there. Touch the bell button to receive a notification to all my awesome uploads. But now we're going to see attracting wealth and abundance. How do you go about attracting wealth and abundance? Now we're talking about money. We're talking about money here, how to attract money into your life. We've heard about law of attraction. We've heard about all of that, all of those tricks that people talk about. But now these things that you're gonna apply naturally into your life. I've got several videos. This is a topic of a continuation of law of attraction, attracting money with law of attraction. But now you need to, if you want to see more, all of the other videos, dive there in the playlist below and check that whole playlist out. You will see all the rules and the things to do regarding how to start attracting money. But now we're talking about attracting wealth and abundance. Now, how do we go about it, especially here in Africa? My videos are always about Africa. Here in Africa, we need this is South Africa. This is Cape Town. This is where I'm situated in Cape Town. That's my hometown. But now we need to know exactly what are we supposed to do in order as Africans to get off the ground, to get ourselves out and start living in abundance, start living in wealth, start living in here in Africa. We've got everything that we need. We have everything that we need. We have all the resources. We have everything that we want. We have all that. We've got gold. We have everything that you can think of comes from Africa. Gold, silver, diamond, everything is underneath our ground. Everything, all the fruits, the juices that you see that are packed in grocery stores all over, it comes from Africa. So now even the ground itself, the apples that are big, Israel, the country Israel, just like my name, Israel is the best apple growing country. Israel is the best at growing apples. But you know where Israel got the soil that it grows apples on? When Uganda's airport, when Idi Amin was building the airport in Uganda, the main airport in Uganda, when they were digging out, busy constructing the airport, they had to dig down that mountain, that hill that was around there, and the soil was put. They took the soil from Entebbe, they put it where the airport is. They shipped the soil, the Israelites shipped it and took it to Israel, that loam soil, the red one. They shipped it and took it to Israel, and on that soil they started growing apples. Israel, all of those years, all of those centuries, and Israel used to be a desert. It used to be a desert. Then they shipped that soil and took it, and then they started growing apples on it. Now it's the most growing up. So here on Africa was blessed. Africa is blessed with everything. It's blessed with everything. So now we need to know that we just need education. We just need to know how to tap into that energy that we need in order to attract wealth and live in abundance. Now, what are those tips? I'll start straight away. In my other videos, I mentioned about the mindset. Now, I won't go deep in what I said in other videos. I won't bore you with that because probably you've watched the other videos. But now in this one, we'll continue about the things that we need to change in our lives in order to tap into that energy to attract abundance and to attract wealth. Now, first thing we need to look into and to find out is how do the wealth people think? Wealth people's mindset is totally different from the poor people's mindset. The things that the wealthy people do are different from the things that the poor people do. Wealthy people think differently. Wealthy people see money. They look at money as a tool that they can use to reach out to people that are needy. It's a tool. Wealthy people are not even after money. Wealthy people are after something else. Wealth people don't care about money. They've never cared about money. Now this comes from naturally in you. If you're a type of person who's greedy, you can never be wealthy. You'll be rich, but you won't be wealthy. So now Rich people are always people who keep, who keep and keep and save and to keep. Now that's how rich people do. That's how rich people end up a rich life. Rich people are never wealthy. Africans will long to be rich. We long, and we wanna be rich. That's an understatement. You need to be wealthy. Here we're learning how to attract wealth, not to attract rich. Rich people are in another category, and wealthy people are in a different one. Now, becoming rich is all about accumulating and saving and keep it and taking from the poor. Taking from the poor. That's how rich become rich. They take from the poor. And in the end, riches come and go, but wealth never goes away. Why? Because it's attracted differently. The laws that attract wealth are different from the laws that attract richness. Riches come and go. Riches come and go. That's why you find rich people, a rich man. If you give a poor man, when you give him a 1 million, he will still be a poor man with a million rand. But then now those who see him, they'll say he's rich. Why? Because he possesses riches. He possesses riches. But now riches have nothing to do with your personality. You can be evil, you can be bitter, you can be angry, you can become rich. Why? Because how you accumulated those riches doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Probably you murdered people. Probably you took from the poor people. You took from the widows. You took from the orphans. Then you became rich. Now, rich people usually die like dogs. Now that's another category. Now that's what is here in Africa. In Africa, it's all about being rich. It's about climbing on top of on each other. It's about kicking the other one and pushing the other one so you can go through. It's about becoming rich. That's why in Africa we never get to any place. We never reach to that place of wealth. We never get to attract wealth and abundance in our lives. You find that he's got millions and millions, but he's living a very sad life. He's always wanting. The more he has, the more he wants. The more he wants, the more he looks for. The more he longs, the more he kills. The more he kills, the more he goes and gamble. The more he gets, the more he wants. The more he obsesses, the more he kills. The more rich. That's the life of rich. Now, rich, if you want to become rich, then that's your own thing. But we're talking about becoming wealthy, attracting wealth and attracting abundance. Now, people the wealthy people, their whole life, I usually love to say they're dead, they died. Wealthy people are dead to themselves. They don't live anymore. They don't have lives anymore. Wealthy people live for other people. They live for other people. They sacrifice their lives for other people. Now, I'm not talking about you who's having kids and you sacrificed your life for your kids and you don't wear nice anymore. You don't eat nice anymore because you sacrificed and you're taking your child to school. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about people who sacrifice for the community, for the society, from strangers who've never even met him. Strangers, people who don't even know that he's the one who puts food on their tables. Now that's the wealthy person I'm talking about. Wealthy people help other countries outside. They take money and invest it so it can help other people, the needy outside. Wealthy people invest into orphanages, they invest in old age homes, they invest in organizations to make sure that wealthy people, when they give in the money, people don't even know who gave the money. They usually even give it anonymously. Why? Because wealthy people sacrifice their lives for others. Now that's how you attract wealth. Now I'm not saying also you should go ahead and take what you have, all of it, and sacrifice it. But find the needy. Have that heart. Start with your mind. Start with working on yourself. Work on yourself. First of all, wealthy people are so generous. They're never angry. Now, anger and jealousy and envy and all of that and striving, it all belongs here where you want to become rich. Rich people are the ones who are filled with bitterness and anger. They are rich. They are rich because they accumulate and pull for themselves. All they do is take from the poor and take for themselves. And they save money for themselves. Those are the rich. Now that's another class. I would love to call it as a middle class. Wealthy on the other side, wealthy people, they live their lives for others. They sacrifice their lives for others. He will never drive a good car. He doesn't have a good car. But the lives that he sacrificed himself for, they are living a good life. They're living large. But him, he sacrificed his life. Most of the wealthy people that you see, Bill Gates himself is one of the wealthiest people in the whole world. But Bill Gates stayed for over a year. He lived in his office for over a year when he was busy building his Microsoft business. He lived in his office for over a year. He had nowhere to live. He lived in his office. If you want, you can go and Google about him. He lived in his office. Debonairs is one of the biggest pizza franchises today. But Debonairs started his pizza making at the back of his yard, at the backyard of his house. That's where he started his pizza making business. So these people, and all of these people are dropouts. Don't think they're educated and you think you're not educated and therefore you can't be wealthy and all of that. These people are dropouts. Bill Gates is a dropout. Facebook is a dropout. All of these people are uneducated. So now these are the people that are general. Wealth has everything to do with wisdom. Riches have everything to do with knowledge. So knowledge, you go to school to accumulate knowledge, to get knowledge, so you can know how to start, how to work as a manager, so you can be a manager, so you can be a supervisor. That's why they tell you, bring your CV. We need to see your CV. But the top guy there, the founder of that company that is asking for a CV, he's uneducated. The founder of that company, the big guy on top, he's uneducated, he's a dropout. That is why he gets to surround himself with all the people that are educated. The lawyer, the law department, the security department, the finance department, the IT department, all of the departments around him, the insurance department, all of them, the technology, all of them. He surrounds himself with all of those, the banker, the accountants, and all of them, simply because the founders are never clued about education. They're never clued about all of that. That shows you that wealth is about wisdom. It's not about knowledge. Now you, the wealthy, who's got wisdom, you're the one who sits and come up with a solution. You come up with a product that will solve other people's problems. As soon as you get there, you put it up and running because of your wisdom. Then you start surrounding yourself with people who have knowledge in order to push your vision forward. So now you need to learn these fundamentals. Now the person who we need to look at here in order to attract wealth and abundance is the thinking. We should stop hating on the Westerners and stop hating on the white people as Africans. White people, it's not because I know that you've gone through, maybe probably your parents, your grandparents went through apartheid, they went through colonialism and all of that. But it's high time now we put the past behind us. We need to put the past behind us and become friends with these Westerners. Be friends with those white kids, other white kids at your school. Be friends with them. Be friend with that supervisor of yours. Be friend with that manager of yours who's white. Be friends with him so you can learn something from him. Learn something from her. Learn how they're doing things. Learn how they operate things, how they learn their lives, how they live a good, manageable life. I usually tell people, if you cannot afford 3 cars, don't buy 1 car. Don't buy 1 car. Make sure that as Africans, we love showing off, and we love impressing, showing, and we love impressing other people who don't even care about us, who don't even like us. We love impressing, living an impressing life, having a satellite dish on top of the house, it's not even a house, it's a shack, it's some whatever that you want to call it. It's a wooden, it's a cardboard apartment. A small, but on top of that small thing, there is a satellite dish that he pays for 1,000 rand every month, simply because he wants to watch sport, he wants to watch soccer, he wants to watch all of that. But now we live large, but we live it on a debt. We live it on a debt. We live the way we live. We basically live in debt. You don't have even a cent of yours that belongs to you. Yes, you've got an account, you go to work and you get paid and money goes into your account, but then the debts that you have, you've got accounts, clothing accounts, furniture account, your mother needs to change her kitchen, you renovated the house, you took out a loan to renovate the house or to bury your mother, and you're still sitting with and then while you're still dealing with that, you need a wife now, you need to get married, you go take a loan to pay dowry, you add on top of the other loan, you pay lobola. After you pay dowry, you need to make a wedding. She's demanding for a white wedding, her family is demanding for a white wedding. You go take another loan and take a loan to go make a wedding. So you're living on debts. You're living on debts. On top of that, you won't even take away the expenses that you have. You won't even reduce and take away that satellite dish because you want to live large. How will people know? How will neighbors see that the dish is off the house? You've got a car that you can't maintain. Things are being repossessed. The house you can't. So make sure that you stoop down. Look at that supervisor of yours and see, instead of hating on him, instead of hating on those kids at school and thinking they're the reason why we live in poverty. If it wasn't for these white people, we wouldn't be where we are. Now, it's high time now. This is new South Africa. This is new Africa. Let's look at these people, our fellow brothers and sisters who are white. Let's look at them and see how they live their lives. See how they get to start saving up for the newborn baby. Start saving for the newborn baby, for that baby's university funds. As soon as the baby is born, they open a trust fund and they start saving for that baby while the baby is still on breastfeeding. By the time the baby reaches university, the money is not working for his fees. He's not working for his school fees. The money in his trust he's not even working. He gets a job now. He's thinking about other things. He doesn't think about where he's gonna get his daily bread. He doesn't think about. Now we need to look at the wealthy people in our lives that are next to us. We're so privileged. We're so lucky that we've got white people next to us. We've got these people, we live with them, we queue with them in queues, we walk, we talk to them at work, we talk to them at school, we interact with them, and they love us. These white people love us. They're friendly, they love us. But the attitude we choose to give them chases them away. It withdraws them. They don't want to interact with us because of our attitudes and the way we look at them. It's just disgusting. We're disgusted and they can see it. They can see that we hate ourselves, and if we hate ourselves, if we hate our fellow black people, if we hate the foreign people that come from our other countries, if we hate on other people that are same color as us, that's an impression that we self-hate. We hate ourselves. Now, how can the white person come next to you? How can you say I love you to a white person and he believes you? He can't believe you if you hate your fellow black brother or black sister. So now we need to get out of this nonsense and start making friends with these wealthy people, with these white people. We should admit white people are smarter than we are. They've been smarter long before we are, simply because of the way their mindset is changed. The way they've been raised with a different mindset, with a different way of seeing life. So if you want to see more of these tips on how to change your life and attract wealth and abundance into your life, make sure that you subscribe there at the bottom. Touch the bell button next to it to receive a message that I've uploaded something new on YouTube just for your education. My name is Israel again, and I want you to keep coming back and back again for more tips on how to change your life, how to attract money into your life, how to attract anything that you want in your life, whether it's a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a man, a marriage, a child. You're looking for a child. You're looking for you want to start a company. You're looking for capital to start a business. It's all inside of you. You can attract it right there. Just learn how to tap into that energy and start attracting abundance into your life. Bye-bye.